So about me, what I have said, that's enough as such. And details of me, you can get to know from the institute website, and updations would be there anyway. And then you can get to know about that. Here in Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services, how we proceed with things. And the basis, I happen to take polity, constitution and polity, and what is in it, how we are going to proceed, how the classes are going to. Now I'm not even going to enter into the topic per se. How are we going to proceed? See, take my word. Now, right at the start, I am saying, I have been taking for more than a decade, I have been in this lecturing, civil service coaching, training. More than a decade I am there. I move around places a lot. Almost throughout India, many places I have gone, I am going also. Now going through online only, past few months. I can assuredly say, the only institute, I am a faculty. The only institute which asks our faculty to take and complete all the syllabus is Dr. Rajkumar Academy, Civil Service Academy. Take my word. This is nothing actually. I have got nothing to gain or lose by saying this. The truth is. Why I am saying this? One thing is for sure. Every topic will be dealt. The same faculty divided and dealt whatsoever, every topic would be dealt. That I assure you. Sir, is it really necessary all the topic we have to study? Absolutely speaking, every topic to study, the necessity is secondary. Secondary. I will not say not necessary also. I will not say absolutely necessary also. But most importantly, knowing about the topic is important. At any point of time, that can come handy for you. Because as faculties, what is requested from us, from the institute, is several institutes demand different from us. And here the biggest demand is, sir, please let us finish all the topics. And time is provided for it. Time is provided for it, for us also to finish those topics. And it is done. I can assuredly say it is done. Which in many places, that is not the case. But here, that is the case and it is getting done. No second thought in it. I assure you of that. Okay. So, that is the case. So, all the topics should be dealt. All the topics should be dealt is one assurance that I give at the start. Very start I am giving. 2. With regard to polity and constitution, how as student you have to move, how you would be taken through. Both would be today seen. Very basics only. Past next 2 days also we are going to see a little bit what is what we will see. So, having assured this, and I suppose they would have clearly told you this is a hybrid version. Last year successfully we have conducted this hybrid version. That is, as long as online is demanded, the government regulations are there, we will go online. When offline starts, with taking all precautions, that would also be started. This is a hybrid version. Last year, very successfully, we at DRAX have done that, and so it would be done. Not at all a problem, you need not worry about it. Then, if you look into this polity, first let me browse you through the importance of this part with regard to UPSC. And I saw in the chat some person has put, the student has put, class is supposed to start at 9:30. My dear, 9:30, before that itself class has got started. But the problem is we are living in an era where digital India is also there, digital divide is also there. What is digital divide? Availability of internet to everyone, access to internet is not equal. So, initial classes, the initial glitches would be there, students should not miss it. And so, this is given, this is done. A wait is done. Class did get started. I am making it clear because I saw in chat, somebody has put it. Okay. Now, if you see here, waiting room, please admit or do whatever it is. Please have a look at it. So, polity questions. Here, when I say polity, the very topic, if you see here, even in this, how many questions are asked? General Studies, paper 2. The first paper consists of history, geography and all, and little bit of social issues. The second paper almost entirely carries this polity, constitution, social justice, governance and IR, international relations. That is how it goes. So polity, constitution, governance, social justice and IR. This is how it goes. And year-wise distribution, I have quoted here. And this year-wise distribution right from 2010 I have started, if you see, 2010. This was a year in which 150 questions used to be asked. When CSAT was not there, 150 questions used to be asked in GS paper. Only one paper, prelims. So, out of 150 questions, 14 were from Constitution and Polity. 14 were from Constitution and Polity. 2011 on, CSAT came. And GS, we had 100 questions. Okay. 100 questions. From 2011 on. So out of 100 questions, 12 questions from this topic, polity, constitution, governance. Social justice is part and parcel of governance, we can handle it. Polity, constitution, there is a small difference. Later on we will see that. So out of 100 questions, 12 questions they have asked in 2011. And consecutively, if you see, in all these years except this year, in all these years, number of questions is certainly to be about 10%. So safely you can say 10% of prelims, I am saying prelims, comes from polity and constitution and governance. Polity, constitution and governance. 10% of the questions come. Minimum, I am saying, some year and all 22 questions came. Even this year, if you see, 2020, the last year, actually 18 questions came, but I have put 15 here. The reason is, 3 questions I have left it, because those are little dicey area. The area which crisscross between history and polity. So I left that. Even after leaving, 15% of the paper came from Constitution. So one thing is made clear out of it. For prelims, you simply forget. For prelims, you simply forget the notion that you can leave something and go. Few areas which are least important, I myself will say, within Constitution and Polity. Other than that, this very topic you cannot have a second thought. Should I read or not? You shall read. This exam demands this area. From a prelims point of view, I have said 10% of the minimum 10%. It's always about 10%. It is always about 10%. Hope you are getting it. Now, mains, what is the case? So what about mains? You are saying about prelims. So what about mains? Mains, the same topic in mains, if you see. This polity and governance and constitution and governance. What about this in mains? The whole paper consists of 250 marks. In this, IR also will be there. International relation will also be there. So this paper along with IR, international relation, is this much, 250 marks. International relation in the paper mains every year, maximum I am saying somewhere around 50 to 70 marks is most, I am saying. Even that doesn't come. I am giving an extra thing. So close to 180 to 200 marks in mains depends on this. 180 to 200 marks in mains, it depends on this, except IR. I think I am making myself very clear. What is the importance of it? Some might say, sir, we know all this, sir. Even if you know, listen. Make it very concrete. The way in which we are about to proceed, I am saying, importance should be given accordingly. This is one complete paper in mains. And prelims, its importance. Even apart from this, some topics mingle with other areas also. General topics. There are general questions asked. Fourth paper, ethics, and the governance part of this paper will have lot of resemblance. Fourth paper, ethics and governance part of this paper. What is governance? I will say to you, don't you? It will have lot of resemblance. So accordingly, we have to study. By deciphering the syllabus, I believe you all are having the syllabus in your hand. Please carry syllabus in your hand. In class, initial classes, few classes, which I always used to say, carry syllabus in your hand. Hand means keep it before you. That doesn't mean you have to keep carrying in your hand. In home, they may think differently. Okay, just to keep like this, watch that. That's enough. So keep it. Okay. Fine. So the importance of it, even mains, if you see, paper 4, ethics. This part has lot of resemblance. It has a lot of value, it has a lot of resemblance. So keep that in mind again, with regard to the governance part. Got it? Now, let us see the other part. Syllabus as such, I would be putting it before you. If you see here, this is the syllabus I told you to keep in hand. Now in your front of your, in the screen, whichever you watch, I am bringing it. Okay. And again, another one, before I forget, I say, see, whenever the economy opens up, educational institutions are asked to open. With all precautions, they will open up here. I told to you, our institute also will open up. I am making one thing very clear to you all. Before that, as soon as possible, get yourself vaccinated. Get yourself vaccinated. The reason is that vaccines truly help, no doubt about it. Get yourself vaccinated as soon as possible. When the institute opens and all, it would be more helpful for you as well as the management, everyone. Because they have to also maintain the building, maintain everything, your safety also. So vaccinate as and when you get the opportunity. Okay, hope everybody are above 18 years, I suppose. Below 18, I don't think so you will be sitting here. Above 18, most probably, all would be eligible to vaccinate. So please vaccinate as soon as possible. Because when classes open, that would be of great help to you as well as to us all. Even if I come to take class there, I openly say I am very phobic. I am afraid of corona. Okay, so please don't create that phobia with me and all. I am a very fearful person. Okay, so don't do. Please vaccinate. Fine. Sir, when was the classes open? That in management they will say, you need not worry, and in management they will say to you, they have to get a government circular. When they get the government circular and necessary arrangement they have to do, all they will do and they will say to you. And our institute last year, if you see also, ours was one of the institute as and when the government said they started. So DRAX was one of the earliest institute in Bangalore to get started with protocol, with the precautions. They did. And slowly it went on. Then later on towards the end, then again the second lockdown we had to close. Till that time, as efficient as possible through online we would be also taking, don't worry about it. There is no point to worry and it will be handled. Okay, not at all an issue. Your preparation, we assure you, we give you the best of it. Provided you cooperate is what I am saying. You cooperate. Having doubt, you only have doubt in the subject. I am happy. Have doubt in what I am teaching and ask question to me. I am happy. But don't have doubt in you whether I will clear or not, always like this. If you keep always doing like this, you will not clear. Take my word, any amount of teaching useless. You have confidence in you first of all, and okay, welcome. You have confidence in you first of all. Okay, that is more important. I am from Shimoga, sir. I prefer online class. Is it any disadvantage from online class, sir? Please guide me, sir. My dear, this is individual perspective. So only at Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services, they have made it very, very clear. It is a hybrid version. All time online is also available. Very clear to you. If you ask me personally, this is personal. I am saying it's almost 12th year. I am there into this field. And the last 1 year onwards, online I had to move through, and I am getting voice not clear. The voice has to be clear. Okay, maybe the signal issue, something would have come up. Voice is clear only, my dear. Now I suppose it would be clear. Now I suppose it would be clear. Okay, please, voice not clear, say to me. Sometimes it may be from your side, sometimes my side. I should know. Okay, please, voice not clear, inform me. And again, listen, sir, online or offline, what is better one, sir? I can say my opinion. This is anyway hybrid version. Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services, they made it clear, hybrid version. You want online, be online, offline or be offline. Okay, whenever offline gets open. Oh, again, video is also not clear. Video not clear. How come? Aishwarya Shri, I am viewing my video. My face is very clearly visible. My actions are visible. Everything is clear. Please look into your connection also. There is a chance. I'm happy like you people are informing. Yeah, it's clear. Others are saying it's clear. So please have a look at that one also. Audio clarity and the slide clarity. My face not clearly, with not a problem. But whatever slide I put, clarity should be there. Okay, and that clarity should be there. Voice should be very, very clear. And both are clear. Good, Sharat. Okay, fine. Surjana, all are saying. Okay, fine. So just keep that in mind. Okay, others, admin also. Okay, admin has made it's clear. Fine. Sometimes due to the weak link in your part, actually, that shake may be there. Little bit may be there. And here, my part actually it is very clear because my signal is full. Anyway, listen. If you ask me, option is given to you, you can go for both. The second thought in it. But if you ask me, sir, what is your take on it? So past this much years I am teaching. Last 1 year, mostly it is online. Several places online I am taking. But the satisfaction of offline and online, you cannot match. Making it very, very clear to you. Making it very clear. We are doing it because we don't have other go. We don't have other go. Yes, some may prefer. Let me wait for another year or two more, or let me go with online itself. I cannot risk. It's nothing wrong. Idea is right only. So when we have a sort of phobicness, then let us be prepared for it. But anyway, in class also, the gap, everything they would be having. No worry about it. But I am saying only one thing, that it is up to you. The most prefer offline because face-to-face interaction is better. Yes. That is there. True. And it is only N that is written in your name. Anyway, N, that is true only. Face-to-face interaction. One thing is that, see, from our part I am saying, by looking at your face, I will at least get to know whether you people understand or not. That is not the Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar. Okay, fine. So I may not know that whether you understood or not. Unless otherwise you say to me, I will not know that and other things. And similarly, the expression what I give, you may see, but the digital, that divide is there. The internet connectivity, access to it, because several students we are seeing from remote places trying to connect. How many times they eject out and come back, because of connection problem. So these are all things. But nevertheless, I am making one thing very clear. Nevertheless, our input to you is going to be the same, be it offline or online. Offline little more, we are going to say, online little now, nothing like that. We are going to teach the same. Institute is going to behave the same. We are all going to be the same. Provided we have been tuned to a particular mode. Now we are in a different mode. But anyway, we have to learn this one also. No second thought in it. We have to learn this one also. Got it? Sir, how to link current affairs to polity? Mr. Praveen, very kindergarten step I am taking now and saying to you that I myself will link and show to you, you will get to know. Don't worry about it. That's what. All in a day. Sir, let us start. I am fully charged. I want to become IAS tomorrow. Let's go slow. All may not be that equally charged like you. What happens, you know? Faster if we run, sometimes we stand and gasp for long. So let us proceed slowly. It will be fine. So let us see here. General Studies 2, Paper 3, General Studies 2. So this is what I want you to keep with you, the topics. So these are the core areas. Even here, this also, you can call it under this governance part. Even this you can call. What is governance part, sir? Sir, you are saying governance. This is Pakka governance part. Complete governance part. This one. Both are there in the same paper only. So here, pure constitution and polity part if you see, and also a little bit of governance part. Constitution is what is there in the constitution, the 395 articles, which I will say to you what to buy and not. So that is constitution. About polity means what? The very constitution put into work. The very constitution put into work. That is what? This polity. So simply speaking, constitution is the very document. Polity is what? How the document is implemented by the government. That is polity. Make it simple. What is governance, sir? Then? In order to run the day-to-day administration and to implement the constitution better, they make certain laws, provide schemes, government schemes. Those are all related to this. Got it or not? So only even Representation of People's Act I said this way. It's a law act. Okay. Likewise, numerous schemes. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Part of governance model. Part of social justice and governance. That is what? This is whole thing is governance. All both put together. You can see in paper 1. Both put together you can see in paper 1. What does it say? Development process and development industry. Government policies and interventions in development of various structures, issues, and this one. Welfare schemes for vulnerable sections of population by the center. NAREGA is what? Again, the same thing only. NAREGA and all comes under here only. Got it or not? Example I am saying. Likewise, this is governance. Prelims, mains, both important actually. Prelims, mains, both important. Every year prelims, in fact, lot number of questions. Last year was different. Except 2020, in past 10 years, if you see, lot many questions come from this area only. Laws made by government and the schemes for government, at least 2-3 in a paper out of 10, so 12, 13, 2-3 will be from this area. At least I will say, I will even divide that and show to you how much these are important. So these things are coming. I told no, fourth paper also this is important. If you see this topic, you will see this topic, which one? In paper GS paper 2, as well as for ethics paper also you can see these areas. These areas and all you can see that. Transparency, accountability, all these items you will be seeing in this paper as well as fourth paper. Context differs. I agree. Context differs, perspective differs. But mostly, more or less, they have close relationship. Okay. Again, voice not audible. Please look into your system, Lakshmikant. Okay. I think others it is doing good. To me, the signal is also proper, better. So, not a problem. See here. Yes, done. Fine. Okay, this one, wait. If you see, already we have seen from which area. Now, please, I am deciphering things. If somebody thinks it is overview only, sir, what sir means, that you are fooling yourself. Why is this syllabus breakup important? See, many times what happens, by now you might be knowing. Anyway, I'm going to say to you, but by now you might be knowing this book. Indian Polity by Lakshmikant. There is some other Lakshmikant also sitting along with us. Okay, here, Lakshmikant. What happens, when you say someone that you want to prepare for civil services, the first thing they say, get Lakshmikant. This kind of a thing has happened actually. But the poor person, Lakshmikant, did not clear this exam. Not only clear, he didn't clear much. Didn't go to the final also. And he even is not taking class, but only book. Somehow he made a note, it became popular. Okay, not a problem. You can have that book. But the bigger problem is that, see, they say, and they buy before starting the preparation, before joining coaching, before joining anything, they buy. Keep that book. Some people even start reading it, thinking that that is the only book for civil services. Start reading it. But what the problem is, should we read the entire book? I am not saying don't buy the book, buy that book. But should we read that entire book? If you start reading that entire book, take my word, you will not clear at all. People may say, but slowly you should gain knowledge, like what in it we have to take, what in it we have to leave. What is important, what is absolutely not important in that book. 50 to 60% of the book is needed. 40% of the book is useless. For exam, I am saying, from exam point of view. Overload has been done. If you keep on reading everything, then there is no point in coming to class. Okay, what is an institute do to you? Are books not available in the market? Every subject I am saying, every subject you can quote 2 or 3 books, done. Books are available in the market. There is no second thought in it. Every subject books are available in the market. You can buy the book, read. Then why this much number of institutes are there? People are joining institute. I am making myself very, very clear. Institute's job is to make your job easier. The Polity by D.D. Basu, good or not by for UPSC. Okay, and by Lakshmi Narayanan, I will be saying to you, I will get back to the book issue. Separately today itself, I will say about books. Now listen to me. I will say, I am seeing your questions, I will say to you, these things you can put at the last also. Just listen now. With regard to what I talk alone, if it is there, fine. So, if you only see the breakup, every topic, earlier I showed you the syllabus or not. You should also have the syllabus with your prelims. There is separate syllabus, that is a vague one. Leave the prelims syllabus at all. That is a very vague syllabus, leave that at all. Mains syllabus, that is what, if you see, read the main syllabus, that also attracts the prelims. So no doubt about it. So paper to GS, paper to mains, take that syllabus and have a look. In that, what are all the items asked in prelims? See, these are previous year questions for prelims only. Making myself very clear. For prelims, what are all those items that are there? And for prelims, what are all there? This is what we are doing it here. And we are taking it up also. Topics. Topic-wise division. See, this division of number of questions is past 10 years. Past 10 years, this number of questions I have taken. Past 10 till 2020. From 2011, the questions that have been asked in prelims from these areas. If you see evolution of the constitution, actually the problem is that along with evolution, there will be another topic. Historical underpinning of constitution. Both are closely related topics. If you put both of these topics, this would certainly be somewhere around 15, minimum 15. Certainly be minimum 15. But why I have put one there? The reason is this area you will be studying in modern Indian history, as well as polity. I will also teach this, but the perspective changes. We will study from two different angles. Perspective changes, polity angle as well as modern Indian history angle. Both we will study this. So I am not bringing those questions into the polity kitty. I leave it to history. If I bring that, it would be far more. So I left it here, like I told, 18 questions. 3 I have left it. This area 2 of the last year also. So questions on Regulating Act of 1773 till the India Independence Act of 1947. Almost every year, at least one question asked from those areas, these two areas, at least one question asked. Evolution of the Constitution is nothing but making of the Constitution. How Constitution is made. Prelims, I am saying. This we are speaking for prelims. Question is asked. Salient features of Indian Constitution. So what have I put in this? This is brief about the Constitution. That is, whole Constitution's brief is this topic. What is this Constitution? Whole Constitution's brief is salient features of Indian Constitution. In the salient features of 20 questions I have put in past 10 years. What is this? The normal questions relating to the form of government, presidential form of Indian, that is philosophical part. Which book I will also say about a book to you. 12th standard, this political science, there is a book called Political Theory, NCERT, that has to be read. I will say to you, don't worry, I will say to you, institute also, they will give you a clean briefing after. You need not worry about it. Just listen to me. From that area, what is liberty, equality, philosophical part, not exactly the Constitution part. Philosophy of Constitution. Presidential form of government, federalism, like these kind of questions. Complete, brief, philosophical oriented questions. Constitutionalism, because these all were questions asked in this past 10 years. Past 10 years questions I am saying to you. This area, the brief. So, here I will put it here. Philosophy of Constitution. Philosophy of the Constitution or philosophical part. Very much questions are asked. Very much questions are asked. How can we identify old NCERT and new NCERT? Why do you worry? Here and all much has not changed. Old NCERT, the author they will say. New NCERT, author differs. Okay. And history and all only the old NCERT matter comes. For polity, we have only one proper NCERT. Other than that, political science NCERT one will be there. That and all did not change. That just remains the same. Whatever book you go and ask as NCERT, what they give is same. And all these things you can get to know from our Harshita book depot. There is this Harshita book depot near our institute. There itself you can get all the stuff. You need not worry about it. So all this kind of question and Mr. Avinash should be there. He himself will answer to you. Okay, now listen to me. The very first part, union and its territory. Why I am saying also, I am saying, I know about students' mind. Sir, when are we going to enter into the topic? Some fervor would be there because they would have heard something about something. That is about this book, Rajkumar and all. When time comes, we will enter. First, listen. Why this is going to be? This is the where we are going to put our concentration on. Which item I am going to concentrate more depends on the questions that are asked in previous year. Which area UPSC concentrates more? That is what we are seeing. All this item related to citizenship, everything comes here. The union and territory, direct question, only one has been asked, but it nevertheless important from mains point of view. Fundamental rights, 11 questions asked, along with current mix. 11 questions asked. Part 3. DPSP, 9 questions asked, equally important. Past 10 years I am saying to you. So these are all average, every year 1 question asked. Fundamental duty, a small topic, but if you see 3 questions asked, amendment and related item, the committee and all. Emergency part, that is article 352 to 360, exclusively 2 questions asked. Directly, yes, they have asked. Union Executive, 6 President, Vice President, Attorney General. These questions, only 3 topics, but prelims, 6 questions have been asked in this. You see this area, such an important area. That is Parliament. We talk about Parliament. In fact, Article 79 till 123. All this I will teach it to you. But now I am saying to you how much important. The parliamentary procedures, questions relating to Parliament. All these are very, very important. State executive, similarly, governor, chief minister, council of ministers, advocate general, they all come there. State legislature, legislative council, legislative assembly, related item. Yes, less is asked. Compared to union legislature. Union legislature is here. How many questions are asked? The Parliament is always such an important topic. Sir, please share this PPT in Telegram channel. My dear, I will, okay, this is not at all a problem. I will share it to your in charge or your mentors. I will share, and from admin they will share. Okay, and let that be a proper one. I will share. This is not a problem. This I will share, and let them give it to you. Not an issue. Okay, send it to you. Here, local government, local self-government, local government is the proper word is now local government only, not self-government. Self has been taken away. But to say self-government, not wrong. Panchayats, Part 9, Part 9A, Panchayats and Municipalities, Article 243, Schedule 11, Schedule 12, this area, this much question. Union territories and special areas. What is man? Question again. Here, the head of all the mentors, actually, Mr. Dr. Sudhakar, he himself has said to you, you would have listened. No problem, it will be circulated to you, so don't worry. Union territory and special areas. Article 238 to Article 241. Don't worry, just like that only article, I am not teaching article to you. 2 questions asked. Which is the newly, about union territory, which union territories are now merged together? Which union territories are now merged together? I am asking you people a question, general one. Which union territories are merged together? My dear, not Ladakh. Daman Dayu and Dadra Nagar Haveli. Good. Akshita, Suhas, good. Daman Dayu and Dadra Nagar. Daman Dayu already one only. Last year, they merged both. Daman Dayu and Dadra Nagar Haveli, now one union territory. Ladakh is separate, J&K separate union territory. If both are one and the got it, Amrita, okay, fine. Now I have got it. And so, this one, they have merged last year. These are current things. You should know. Okay, and how they merged it, under what law they can merge it, and all these things only we will be seeing later on. But this they have merged. Now only one admin, one administration. Earlier they had 2 administrations. Now both joined. It is 35 kilometer difference between both. So what they thought was, why to have two different administrations? They started having one administration. Okay. Judiciary, very important. Be it Supreme Court as well as High Court, District Court and all related. Good number of questions. Almost every year one average I am saying. Constitutional, non-constitutional bodies. Important area, no doubt about it. But there is always a problem. People used to think adversely on this. Too much importance is given to this area, which I have seen from students, because they think that if you average, if you see, the number of questions asked is less, so it doesn't mean not important. Important. But in a go, you can read it actually. So constitutional, non-constitutional bodies, 5 questions asked. Very important item. Every year, one very high number of questions. Governance. What is this government? Government schemes, poverty alleviation program, urban smart city, development related program like Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewal Scheme. Not much. Numerous questions have been asked. Every year they ask. Scheme, Right to Education Act. Many a times in past years they ask me. Right to Information Act. They have asked. All are part of governance. All are part of governance. Apart from it, MCA 21, what is it related to? I am saying this was 13 years back question. With related to administration, e-governance model. Questions on e-governance. Different state success project, Bhumi project of Karnataka. Likewise, different state, different projects, e-governance projects, which are all very successful. These are all stated asked. So you can see the importance, governance part, how much importance it is there. That is schemes, current affairs, when it is taken to you, 100% they will handle it. Few of the items I myself will do. Governance part, whoever takes will also touch it. Current affairs will also touch it, because this crisscrosses all the three. This crisscrosses all the three. What is book for governance? My dear, wait till I come for book. Why are you in this much urgency? Wait till I come for book. Don't worry. I will come there. Okay, now leave it. So these are all the questions I have told to you. Yes, it will be sent to you with regard to this one. Wait. Now, sir, what book we have to buy with regard to this one? Now listen to me. A very essential book. You people are asking about book to me. I am saying to you now. The very essential, I will say the must. Lot of other books are also there. The must books, which I would like you to get. Okay, is one. Another thing is that along with it, another one, political theory and CRT. Class 11. Political science. Political science NCERT, class 11, political theory book name. Important. And this book also you can get. When I say new here, don't worry. If you go and ask for Indian Constitution at work, now they will give only that. And if good number of people means Harshita Book Depot, you go, say to him, it will be there with him. If not, Mr. Avinash will arrange for you. Not a problem. He will arrange for you. And otherwise, you get from other place also. That's up to you. But if you ask Indian Constitution at work, because he knows actually, and I can also say to him, and that way you can buy that. This political science, again, all are political science only. Political science, Indian Constitution at work, very, very essential, and this political theory, two are very, very important. This book will be helpful in understanding polity better. Politics in India since independence. That is separate topic also is there for you in history, after independence history. But along with it, this also will be helpful for you. So you need not worry about it. So politics in India since independence, if you see that book also, 3 NCRTs I have said to you, essential NCRTs from polity point of view. 3 NCRTs. One is Indian Constitution at work, 11th standard. Political theory, 11th standard. What is the democratic polity? See, that is also there. But I will say these are essential most. If just reading, okay, sir, I want to read other things also, means I have put NCRTs. Right from 9th NCRT, democratic politics, 10th democratic politics, all I have put to you. But I am saying very essential. But for you, test will be conducted in our institute. That test, they will have everything only. Okay, there they will have everything. NCRT, class 11, both the books, class 12, this book, from my point of view, very essential. Doesn't mean the other are not important. That also, when you get time, you please read. Not a problem. Anyway, test will be conducted on that for you. NCRT test. That test, you can very well write. For that, if you read that and write, enough. Okay. This, you have to read 2-3 times. Questions are asked, particularly political theory, which a book I told no. This 11th standard political theory book. That salient features I told, that is philosophy of constitution topic. That topic mostly questions are asked here only. Constitutionalism, liberty, the plain concepts, equality, those kind of ideas and theories, they are asked from here only. This book only. So this book you read properly. Indian Constitution at work, read properly. Politics in India since independence, you can very well have a reading. That also is good, essential. Fine. This is basic reading, NCRT reading. Anyway, for all this, test will be conducted. NCRT prelims test will be conducted for you. Detailed references. Class notes. What is class notes? What notes you are taking as running notes? Very rarely I will dictate. I am making myself very clear. Very rarely I will dictate. But that time I will say what to write. But when I speak, what is important, that way you can find and take running notes. That notes would be highly helpful for you because examples would be there and you can equate it easily. Then, very, very important in my class, if you would have interacted with the past students, they would have said to you, and I am making myself very, very clear to you. Okay. This book in class, every class, see, I know it for sure. Many students, initially, they will find it difficult. But many students come to me after some point of time and say, sir, now we are very comfortable with this subject. Last year, before, after writing test, they come and say, sir, polity, no problem, sir. Everything got correct. Why? The method in which we read also matters. Last year, everything was an easy question, leave it, everybody would have taken it mostly right. But even if a tough question is asked, how to get it correct, right? This is the way to study. So, Constitution of India, I said this book. Publication can be any publication. If you see, both are different. One publication, this is one, both are but same only. Barak book you can see. This is also a Barak book only. You can see here, there is Barak book written here. Barak book written here. Okay. This is nothing but Constitution. All the articles would be there. If you go to Harshita Book Depot and ask Barak book, he himself will show to you. and get it to you. Other way outside also you can get. Amazon, Flipkart you can get. There also you can get. Okay? Anyone, universal publication of PM Bakshi if you want to have, I have no problem. It is preferred. Professional you want to have it. Commercial, what I showed to you is commercial publication. Any publication you want to have it. But please buy it. Please buy it. This is Constitution of India. Updated version would be there. See, internet, I can ask you to download a soft copy, easy. But the problem is, you will get the old version only. Updated version download. In the name of updated version also, many are keeping only the old version. So, buy this book. For our class, polity purpose, buy this book. Anyone, anything, Bar Act, B-A-R-E, Bar Act, not D-E-A-R, that kind of act and all, not there. Bar Act means only the act, only the law would be there. The explanation would not be there, law alone would be there. Small footnote would be there, Bakshi, little more footnote would be there, that's all. Bakshi also small is there, that small book you get, enough. In class, be it online or offline. When I take, as we proceed slowly, I will ask you to look into it. That way only we have to proceed. I am making myself very clear. So that, do it. Got it or not? Then apart from it, Lakshmikant book. Okay, get it. Sir, Lakshmikant, which edition I have to get? I leave it to you, the updated edition. 6th edition, I suppose. You want, you get that 6th edition. Not a problem. Yeah, here it is there. No? 6th edition. Why I show, even this book is also available everywhere. But again and again I am saying, getting Lakshmikant, don't have a thought in your mind, polity done, because that is happening. Initially that will happen. We can read polity, no problem. Constitution I will read. Lakshmikant, it will not at all help you. When will Lakshmikant be of help to you? First read NCERT. Come to class, listen the class. That what you have learnt in the class, go to Lakshmikant. Then read from Lakshmikant. Then Lakshmikant will be a boon. Will be a boon to you. If not, it will be a curse to you. Why? At least 9-10 times you have to read that book. And at least 9-10 times if you read, then also that book will throw googly at you. That is, it will perplex you. Always it will make you feel that you are not remembering. The reason is, base you have not created to read the book. That book is a note section. It is not anything more. It is a note, guide. Like in school and other things, we get guide or not. Some several books, all informations are thrown into that book. When too much information overload is there, everything you read is an information. To retain is not easy. Mind will tend to jumble it. It is not easy. So only we say, listen to the class. I myself will say what to read from it, what not to read. Particular topic, this is enough, this you don't want to read. I will say that you can avoid. If not, I will read everything means I will pray for you. You keep reading, no problem. I will pray for you. Okay? This is the issue. I have made myself clear to you that you understand. Okay? So, this is a very essential item, science. Very, very essential item. Not leaving anything. And again, our notes will also be there. Institute notes they will give. You can complement that one also. Not a problem. You can complement that one also. And these are very, 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 very essential. Get it? Okay. Other things I say. See this thing. D.D. Basu, someone asked me. D.D. Basu, if you see, in Delhi, any institute you go, they will say, Polity, get one D.D. Basu book. Abridged version, actually, this D.D. Basu, Introduction to Constitution of India, small book will be there. That's a abridged version. Abridged means D.D. Basu has written volumes and volumes. This is a small version, abridged version of it. In Delhi institutes, they said get D.D. Basu. Undoubtedly wonderful scholar, wonderful book. But do you know why they say get D.D. Basu? If you read D.D. Basu, you will come to class regularly. Because it is more confusing than Lexicon. What confusing? English you will understand. Because something that needs to be explained in 10 hours or 10 pages is given in one paragraph of 5 lines means to make it short, to understand it short, you should have that knowledge, entire knowledge, which will not be there in the book. So when you read the book, you will feel like understanding. English will be fine, wonderful. But when you start thinking on it, the confusion will grow more. Ultimately, you will properly attend the class. So Delhi, the default is a D.D. Basu you get. Okay. I am not against. So he is a wonderful scholar and author. But I am very interested in polity and all means I will say with Subhas Kashyap only. Most lucid author. Very easy reading. In our constitution of Subhas Kashyap, political system of Subhas Kashyap, many are there. Our constitution, simple reading. Everything will not be there in that book. A simple reading, normal it would be. But getting that book, should you get it or not? If you have passion, you get it. Other than that, I will leave it for the essential books here alone. These books alone I will say. These books alone I will say. Okay. If you have passion, you get other. D.D. Basu, I have answered. I asked the question before, I think Lakshmi Narayan. So, this is the case with regard to D.D. Basu. So I hope you are getting it. Praveen, second ARC. Why, ma, you are running too much? Praveen, good. You are asking, but keep asking. I am happy when people ask questions. Okay, why are you going to administrative reforms? This commission's report and all. First report and second report, all are there. The administrative, unless otherwise you are a public administration student. And you are a public administration student, you are free to ask Dr. Sudhagar. Doctor would be there and is an expert in it. There, yes, IRC would be of great help for you. But other than that, polity-wise, if you see, few areas, very few areas, it is of help. ARC reports in polity constitution area, very few. And the governance part, yes, it is little more useful. ARC is more useful in particularly second ARC. Citizens Charter and all separate topic is there. Transparency, accountability, all these items are there. That area, US, it is of little use. Other than that, ARC and all, I will not say much of use is there with regard to ARC from constitution polity point of view. And please don't download whole ARC and keep reading. Complete waste of time. See, selective, smart reading is needed. My dear students, you people have that much to read. You have that much to read. The best thing an institute has to do and shall do is make sure, align yourself to what to read, where to stop, where to go further. We cannot simply encourage you, keep reading. Then you will only be reading. If you want to become a research scholar, you can do everything. Sir, I want to clear exams, sir, means have smart reading rather than holistic reading. So ARC, nevertheless important, area-wise. Which area what? First ARC, if you see itself, is important from polity point of view. Where office of governor, that is removing governor, doing everything with the governor, is happening at as and when government stage they do. Those kind of times it is important. Nothing great thing. Hope you are understanding what I'm saying. Okay, so those things, keep it in mind. I have told to you about, sir, only summary. Yes, not that true, not completely, Praveen. It would be said to you, don't worry. It would be said to you, Be it public administration, if you are a student of public administration, the respective faculty will make it known. Dr. Sudhakar, otherwise he can ask, he is an expert in it, and he can say that to you, what to read, what not to read. Polity constitution, you ask me, I will say what to read, what not to read. But second ARC, when it comes to polity, much of a need is not there. Very little is there. First ARC, little bit more is there. Report, okay. And that's all. Nothing more you have to break your head for it. And don't worry for it also. Okay. So, reading ARC and all, you don't bring it into major books. ARC and all, sideline you have to read. That's all. Okay. It's an addition. Point wise, little bit you have to write here and there. So, holistic reading, nobody, now not important. When in 2011, 12 and all, yes, till that time it was very important because they could have asked the ARC report itself. Now I don't think so. That is, if we start doing that kind of thing, then there is no end for reading actually. It keeps on going. So that you have to make yourself very clear. Okay, fine. So these things I have made myself very clear. And as I have given to you which area, what importance I am going to give, I am making myself again very clear to you all. Which area I am going to give more importance. So legislature, the initial part, the briefing, historical importance, because those are areas where questions come. Though I have put one question in evolution of constitution, but I have made myself very clear. Because history I left it. If you include that would be around 15 minimum questions. Regulating Act of 1773 till 1947 in India Independence Act, every year at least one question comes. Every year at least one question is coming. Every year at least one. That we should be knowing. That area concentration will be there. Prelims point of view. Mains it is the same point. Briefing, the constitutional philosophy, I will be saying whenever I teach things. Fundamental right, DPSP and fundamental duty. Put together how many questions came? 11, 6 and 3 last 10 years alone. 20 questions from Article 12 till Article 51A. 20 questions. So average per year 2 questions have come. Fundamental right till fundamental duty, 20 questions. I give importance in teaching according to what has been asked before. Sir, how to know UPSC where they take question and all? Listen to me. Past year's paper is the key for the coming year questions. They are not going to repeat question, but the model is going to be the same. The way they ask the question is going to be the same. Okay, separate book, sir, for governance. Which book, sir? Rakesh, you have asked me, and I think doctor has replied. Fine. So it would be given to you. Separate governance book. And don't bring. Let's speak on another one. Governance book is that. Don't get that. You will break your head unnecessarily. Repetition after repetition after repetition. This book, at least, he has not repeated much. That book full of repetition. Governance one Lakshmikant book is that. Don't get it. You will waste your time. Money will be wasted. Okay, don't get. Our book, institute book, governance book will be enough, and it will be taught to you. Mr. Prakash would be handling, or someone would be handling, and they will take up things with you. That will be far more than enough for exam. Don't worry at all. Current affairs also, that will be a mix for it. Don't worry at all. Okay, that would be done. Sir, while you were explaining making running notes in your class, I lost the connection. Could you please repeat it, sir? Okay. Running notes. Well, good you have asked that, Suhas. Very good. See here. Past year's questions. I am saying only question. Don't take past year's question back and start answering. Please don't answer. Now is not the time to answer and all. And if answer is written there, don't see that. Don't buy a book where answer is written. Only question. Power bank you get. Sorry. Paper question bank, not power. My God. After a fall here, I am saying all. Okay. Question bank you get. Only question. You get it. Even that is available in Harshita book depot. I suppose last year I think I have seen it. And if not, you tell him you will buy. Otherwise, from other book other bookstore you get it. Wherever available, or me you get it. That bookstore, you get that book. Only question you read. Only question you read. Nothing more. Only questions. Why? Past 10 years to 20 years prelims question only read. Mains also the same way. Every year, 1 year question you read. Questions alone. Keep reading it twice or thrice. 2 times or 3 times you read it. By the time, third time you are reading the question alone, your mind will be tuned to the way in which questions are asked by UPSC. The way in which questions are asked by Shahid, I will get back to you. Shahid Afridi, I will get back to you. Listen, so past year's paper, when you look into it, you yourself will know what in running notes to take, what not to take. Running notes, like my breathing and all, you need not write. Gasping, you need not write. Shouting, need not write. What to write, what not to write, you yourself will get to know while I am teaching. Running notes, taking running notes is also an art. That art, particularly for a civil servant, most essential art. Do you expect a politician will be sitting or in a meeting where chief minister, all others are sitting, any meeting that is going in place, they will be allowing you, sir, 1 minute, sir, I will write down like this. Can you say? Running notes only you have to take. Art of taking running note. Develop it. From class, develop it. Important one. And here, how? Last year's question, if you see, then you will get to know what is taught, whether it is important or not from exam point of view. Should I take a running notes for it or not? How to first of all view it? Why? Example, I think every year I am saying this again and again. Every year, Puneet, don't put any question privately. You put it for all. Why I am saying is, I think you have not known, so you have put it like this. If you put it for your question is good only. But if you have put it for everyone, all will get to know. Somebody might have the same question. Okay, so only I am saying, Puneet, put it for everyone. Here, listen to me. 2007, I suppose, if I am not wrong, 7, GS paper, UPSC. This every year I am saying, right after that year I am saying to everyone, whoever are preparing for this exam, how to prepare, I am saying to everyone. Because past year's questions, to look into past year question, how much important it is, you will get to know from that only. See and listen. 2007, there was a question that was asked. What was it? CMYK is related to. CMYK is related. 4 options were given. Offset printing, EVM machine, some railway signaling, and some other. Past 20-25 years from the time, 2 decades back when I was also preparing, Hindu was the prime thing what we used to do. Even now the same. So Hindu is what you read. As a religious text you read. At least religious text rarely you read. But this with all like religious text, but you read completely. Top, bottom, bottom, top. Some also read advertisement. Obituary column also they are reading. With that text they are reading. When you read all this, a question is getting asked in 2007. Many made a mistake. Why they didn't see that? Sir, what is the relation between the question you said and this? Hindu paper, that time was the only paper. Even now, it is very rarely, in my opinion, that is the only paper. Some other paper maybe may not be. Every newspaper, if you see towards the end, be regional or any newspaper, dots should be the different color dot. What are they? Those dots, different colors mentioned. These colors are used to this paper. Yellow, magenta, cyan, likewise. It is used to print this paper. That is what it means. Color they would have put. Hindu is the only newspaper among major newspapers which write CMYK. It will write towards the end, you can see. C will be in the same colors, it will be there. CMYK, it will be there. People who are reading Obituary column also didn't read it. 2007 question asked. Many made a mistake. So how will you know questions like that are asked looking into past year paper only? Past year's questions you see, then what will happen? After looking into it, if you look from the angle what I say, when you read Hindu newspaper, will you identify the areas where they are asking question, what you should see, what you should not see? Will you see it or not? You will see. Subconsciously, your mind will make you see. This is called technique of preparation. Other than that, reading everything coming on the way, keep on reading, that's all. What else can you do? Keep on reading. Nothing we can do. Smart work is needed to clear this exam. Apart from smart work, all are dummy work. This exam requires a particular way of acquiring knowledge, keeping it, analyzing it. You have to be tuned with it. Take my words today. If you are tuned with it, if you get to know the rules of this game, you need not worry whether you are a gold medalist or a third class you got in your graduation. Even getting third class pass, you will clear this exam. IIT gold medalist, you will not even clear prelims. Why? Rules of this exam you should know. If you know the rules of this exam, this is the only exam, I will call it the very toughest exam on earth, but that toughest exam which gives even a person who has got low grades in his college who can clear and get service. Because I have friends of both nature. Gold medalist got cleared. Third class got cleared, graduation. I am average. I went to the interview, didn't clear, leave it. And the gold medalist didn't clear prelims also, I know. University gold medalist didn't clear prelims. Third class fellow got service also. So why I am saying this? Tell about my UPSC journey, Srinath. That as and when we move on, I will say to you, don't worry. I will say to you. Here, this we have to understand. Then Yassas, Shahid Afridi, what is it? Sir, while you teaching and not dictating, if we write notes and we can't listen to your class, how to avoid this, sir? Year, let year, the Bhima's answer. Bhima, what answer? Full dark. Someone was eating. What are you doing? How are you eating in dark? Darkness is different. That is for eyes. Hand-mouth coordination you can do. Likewise, ear coordination to me. Eye and hand coordination there. So all you have to coordinate. Learn. So only I told the example. You can't say this to a politician sitting there after becoming bureaucrat. Sir, please wait for a minute. You are going too fast. Let me first finish. Wait. Sir, should I take notes or just like that you are talking? You can't talk. Okay, make very clear. That is the case. Anyway, then Puneet, I told you to put for everyone. You have not put that question for everyone. Anyway, now I am repeating it, what you have put it here. Have they not repeated questions in last 10 years at all, sir? Is it different questions every year? Very, very rarely they repeat. 99% they will not repeat. Trend will be there. The way they have asked the question will be there. But they will not repeat the same to same question. Very, very rare. They have, for example, there is a question, politics of I'm saying, adjournment motion. Consecutive 2 years, consecutively the question came. UPSC prelims adjournment motion. So, likewise, they have repeated, but different format they will repeat. One time, one question itself they will ask. Another time, what they will put it as a statement in the next year. Likewise, they have asked, but less. Then, Yasas Devendra Rao, sir, how can I read the newspaper of Hindu? Is on the app or website, sir. Sir, please can you explain it? If you ask me, I will say get a hard copy and read. Soft copy reading and all fine. When you are traveling, fine. Get a hard copy and read. This will be my listen. There is no substitute for getting hard copy and reading newspaper. But yes, sir, I am 2K kid, sir. I am all fully into software mode only. I have no problem, sir. Or I am the late 90s kid, sir. I have no problem, sir. I am fully into the soft copy mode means I have no problem. Soft copy, you have to know how to mark and that way you have to read. If you are very familiar reading soft copies, yes, you have to mark it. Okay, how to take newspaper notes separately, class itself will be taken for you. They will handle it. But that also I will say to you, past year's paper you see, then get back to it, it will be easier for you. Okay. Then UPSC journey, as Srinath I told, I will be saying, as when we move, I will say to you. Sir, how to read monthly current affairs? How to read monthly current affairs? Listen to me. Admin themselves are saying, see, monthly current affairs. First of all, from our institute, current affairs classes should be done. You need not worry. Periodically, covering everything, current affairs classes should be done. And so, monthly current affairs, if you follow that itself will be fine. One. Paper notes, if you are taking, that paper notes, fortnightly you have to revise all the 15-day paper notes. That way, every month twice you would have done. Apart from it, little extra journals, if you have the habit of getting. There are journals, Competition Success, Chronicle, Wizard and all are there. But the biggest problem of journals is that, only biggest problem, too much of information. Which, if you start reading everything out of it, you will waste a lot of time. So, you can go with the classes what we are taking in current affair. Accordingly, in those areas also you can read along with your newspaper notes or newspaper reading. All coupled together, you can easily do it. Not at all a worry for it. And with regard to current affairs, separately everything will be handled for you. Don't worry. Everything will be properly defined to you how things will be taken up. And most probably you will be receiving notes also on current affairs. Pamphlet you will be receiving. That you keep it in order. And you read it properly itself is enough. From our institute itself, you will be getting it. And then, sir, I am a Kannada medium student, sir. Okay. I have English language problem. Okay. How can I improve, sir? When I read Hindu newspaper, I can't understand properly. Wonderful. I congratulate you. I appreciate you on first purpose. That what you are saying is, I want to improve. Wonderful. See, one thing I am saying. If you are going to write your test in Kannada, then fine. Kannada meaning you can take for everything. That's good. But if you are writing, anybody I am saying, going to write in English, try to read everything in English itself. If you are going to write in Kannada, yes, then English to Kannada translation, not a problem. That you can very well do. Okay, Hindu, what should I do, sir? While reading, I am not getting it properly, sir. Some Kannada newspaper, also you take it actually. But Hindu also you read. How to read? Initial days it will be very, very difficult. I think smartphone you all would be having. Some smartphone you would be having. Download one free app is there. Dictionary app. Wonderful app. UK. English UK dictionary. UK because most of our English correlates with them only. England. UK English dictionary, download it. Even dictionary I can ask you to keep hard copy. But this is easy. Why I am saying you are reading newspaper. Keep the phone along with you and read newspaper. Suddenly word you are not understanding. Immediately type in the dictionary. It will come. Understand. Understand? Or also keep another dictionary. That one you keep. English to Kannada dictionary. If you are not understanding that also, sir, it is also in English, sir, that also I am not understanding. Then keep another one, English to Kannada dictionary. That also you put and see. That way you will understand it. That will take time. And I am saying, people, friends of me, who are from regional medium, who studied with me, but they were determined to write in English, what they used to do is keep paper and a book and a pen. While reading, what letter, that word they don't understand, they will underline and write down that 1, 2, 3, they will put and write down that word. After writing down that word, after reading newspaper, they will take dictionary and finally write the meaning for everything. Then get back to the article and read. This is a big task that they were doing. Take my word, in 6 months' time, they were able to read and write far more fluently than English medium. But 6 months hard work. Fluently and high vocabulary they were using. Even English medium guys don't use that vocabulary. They are using big vocabularies. But it takes time. That way you can learn. I hope I have made myself clear. Then Sharath, sir, past how many years question should I refer to? I will say if more than 20 years, if you are able to write from 80s films is that. That time, 79, 80, suppose. From that time onwards, if you are ready to take also, I will be happy. Otherwise, at least start from 95 onwards. Sir. 25, 26 years. Every day, see, this is, don't read one day everything. Every day, 1 year. Or every day, 2 years. 2020, 2019, I will read. 2 years. Sir, I don't have time and all for that. At least see past 10 years. I'm saying at least. Good is 25 years. Okay. Bharat, sir, how to read monthly magazines, which is the best? I will not, I myself say when I prepared, I never read monthly magazine. I don't like monthly magazine. I made my notes. My notes I made. Proper notes I made. Apart from it, rarely, 2-3 months once. Civil service times, there was one thing, was a IR related more will come there. And wizard sometime, very rarely chronicle, I will get. What I will do is, I will verify whether what the notes I have taken and that are matching or not. That I will do. That way, when I was clear, okay, I am matching, my notes are matching with them, everything is covered means, I leave that, I read my notes. That is how I used to do, I am saying. But now and all, I don't have time for it, sir, I need some recommendation. Which book to say properly, I don't know. Any material, even our material, they would be giving to you. Current affair related pamphlet, they would be providing. That is also good only, along with your notes. Or if not, go for any book. Competition success, chronicle or Pratyogita Darpan would be very good. But the problem with Pratyogita Darpan, lot of mistakes, that is spelling mistake and all would be there. Otherwise, it's a good book actually. But lot of information also. But that is also again, I leave it to you. Chronicle is there, but chronicle and all not like the earlier times, how it is. Sir, what is right approach? Lakshmikant, what you are asking like this? I have been saying about the right approach only. All this time I am speaking the right approach. Okay. Then, sir, is it good to make notes from newspaper or to follow monthly calendar? Both you do. I will say, please, there is a question that is put forward. Is it good to make notes from newspaper or to follow monthly current affair? Please do both for some time. Then you will get the confidence. Because if you are not going to take notes from newspaper, take my word, you will lose reading newspaper also. You will not read also. How you have to know? First take newspaper, newspaper reading separate class would be there. You have to read newspaper. Mark it, which are all the areas you have to take again. Then evening, sometime you take, write down everything. By this, what good thing happens for you is, your handwriting improves. It becomes faster for you. all, it's helpful. Means it will be greatly helpful for you. If not, you won't get any opportunity to write also. So do that one. Okay. So I think Lakshmikant, the right approach is the approach. Follow me. Okay. Akshara. Sir, for any given year's UPSC, how many months, years of current affairs before that is important from exam? Good question. Here, I will suggest exam comes. Say October exam is there. Till August you read it, I will say. I will say till August you read. At least mid of August. Mid-August you read. Prelims comes in October. Mid-August at least you please read. This is what I will say. And mains means just 1 month before the exam you read. This at least 1.5 to 2 months you can read. 1.5 months fine. There 1 month you can read. Till that time you shall read. Okay. Aishwarya, sir, how to make notes from newspaper? That separately class would be handled at Aishwarya. They will handle class notes, newspaper notes, how to take, they will handle. Don't worry at all, it will be done. Bhavani, making notes for all paper is need, sir. Whole paper only you have to make notes, but again, don't copy the paper itself. That is again very important. Some student in the name of taking notes, do you know, they will keep on underlining everything. And they will write everything. Then they will copy the whole paper. No. That is why I said past year's paper you see. By looking into past year's paper, you will get to know what is important, what is not important. When what is important, what is not important, you know, while taking notes, you yourself will know. The same thing here, while taking running notes, you will get to know what to take. Yes, listening, keeping on listening. Okay, this is taking notes you will do. Then leave it. That you will do. Bhavani, have I made myself clear? Okay. Fine then. Any other question? Even tomorrow, any questions are also there. You are free to put it. And fine. I think with this, thank you. Welcome. With this again, I suppose we can finish off today. Okay. And with this, I will sign off. And it is another question, sir. How to practice mains answer writing? We will talk about that. Okay. This is the thank you all. I will sign off today. Tomorrow maybe we will talk. Okay. Done.